Hi, Jack Allen Willard here. Our video, Fox News needs to bring Tucker Carlson back. When you make a mistake, you own up to it. It's painful to do that. It really is. But this has to be the biggest blunder in cable news broadcast history. There's never been anything like this. You take off the most popular speaker. The audience reacts by leaving in droves, especially during that time slot, even though there's been some wonderful people there. I'm not mad at them, and I watched some of them. Certainly, I thought Trey Gowdy did a wonderful job, relaxed as he did it, with his legs crossed. Haven't seen that before. Kayleigh McEnany was great. Harris Faulkner this week is great. Joey Jones, Lawrence Jones. Nothing bad to say about them. They're part of the Fox family, and I want to continue to feel that Fox is family, the conservative voice holding back the communists, the socialist progressives. That is who they are to me, and I like many, many people there. But it occurred to me exactly what Fox News did. Now, when I first saw Tucker Carlson back on CNN, yes, the Communist News Network, in my opinion, now. They weren't then. They were run by somebody much better then. I thought he was kind of quirky, kind of goofy with his bow tie, and he hadn't perfected his broadcast style yet, or maybe even his opinions, He could make some good points, but he was just another voice in the crowd, and a good-looking voice, and, I would watch him from time to time, but I didn't feel I had a mandate to watch him. And I don't even remember the MSNBC work. I don't know how much I saw of that. I can't think of a thing from MSNBC, but I know it wasn't that successful, so I can't critique that because I never really watched it. I guess even then I knew that MSNBC was dung. But since then, the piles of dung are everywhere now. And I wouldn't spend 10 minutes watching a sellout, in my opinion, like Nicole Wallace, and then the others that are, in my opinion, some of the hosts are racist. Racist. You can be racist against white people. Anyway, with all that said, Tucker Carlson came to Fox News, replacing an icon, a legend, Bill O'Reilly. I loved Bill O'Reilly. He had been a naughty, naughty boy. He let his knickers down. Okay, well, he's leaving. And they're going to put Tucker Carlson in that slot? I thought, well, I don't know. So I watched a little bit in the beginning, and he always had this mean look on his face. He had this mean look, like he would have a lot of guests on then that were adversaries, and he would tear into them, and they would tear back a little, and some people like that, and I found it something that I would only want to view occasionally. I thought he always looked so pissed off. Somewhere, and since I wasn't paying too close attention, Tucker Carlson began to change. He began to be firm and strong, and his delivery became a mixture of brilliance, mixed with compassion, mixed with humor, and he began to relate to the viewer through that camera in a way I have never seen before. As I sit here in an early afternoon in June of 23, I think we can say definitively that Tucker Carlson is the very best there has ever been. His format, his style, his pacing, the Tucker laugh, which is kind of that of a young boy in a sense, the various topics, everything from pointing out exactly who Lindsey Graham is to UFOs, staying on top of that for us. Just, each guest having 3-4 minutes. Brilliant guests, the best available. And just blowing us away every night. As the announcer that promoted the show said, Tucker brings it. every night. He goes on Twitter because he can't just sit there and not express his opinions. He feels that Fox breached the contract when they started to release off the air footage. First of all, turn the camera off when you're done. The stuff we saw from Tucker Carlson was not that different from Tucker Carlson when the camera is on, except that he cursed more. He cursed more. He was more honest about the people that he didn't like, but at the same time, he was saying stuff like, "But I can't have hate in my heart for them." This is a good man, flawed like all of us, a good man. And to my estimation, there has never been anybody like him, and there's nobody like him there now. You can't replace him. Victor Davis Hanson said that. He's irreplaceable. So let's stop all the BS. Let's stop all the nonsense. Rupert, you go on over to Tucker's house and bring someone better than the person that was involved with his demise here. He couldn't believe it when he got the call. You know, he'd just done a whole season of Tucker Carlson originals, and we want to see those shows and Tucker Carlson today, you know. They denied us that. So now, they're saying, well, Mr. Carlson is speaking on Twitter and he is exclusively ours. Well, then use him. Make your viewers happy. This is not the time to have Tucker Carlson off the air when the progressives are every day making America a little bit worse, putting us in danger of nuclear war. A guy who understands the implications of China and the Ukraine is very important to have on the air. Rupert Murdoch, tell your progressive relatives, in fact, have it put in the contract that they can't dump him if you should pass away. Don't be the guy who took Tucker Carlson off the air. Don't let that be your legacy. Give us our Tucker back. Let him even have a small voice on Twitter, say once a week. Because look at this, 57 million views, 80 million views, 100 million views. That will make it even a bigger thing when he comes back to Fox News. We don't really want him on Newsmax. They're doing some good stuff over there, but it's B and C level entertainment there. B and C level news talent, you know. We want Tucker back at the mothership. We want him back on Fox News. Let's get this done. My personal email is jackthefairguy, F-A-I-R, jackthefairguy @gmail.com. Miss you, Tucker. It was so great to see you on Tucker. Want to see you back on Fox. It definitely should happen.